This is Maddie. I am one of the occupational therapy students at ASF. I go to school at the Kansas University Medical Center, and today our life skills is going to be over weight bearing. So weight bearing, in case you don't know, it is putting weight through parts of your body. So for example, today we're going to be doing upper extremity weight bearing. So what that's going to look like is we're going to try to keep our elbows in extension for this. So we want to make sure that they're nice and flat. For some of those who do know, that would be about 0 degrees. If not, just make sure you're not going too far back and always want to stay away from pain. So today we're going to be trying to keep our arms as straight as we can. If you want to watch my video that I did, let's see, it would have been about 2 weeks ago now, over upper extremity stretching, to go ahead and get that hand out and ready if you do have a more spastic upper extremity, because we do want to keep our palms flat for this. That will really help just our reflexes and will help us to be able to get that proper stability we need for the weight bearing. And weight bearing is all about getting that proximal stability. It works our fingers, our wrists, our elbows, our shoulders, even our core muscles. And this is something you do every day when you walk. So walking is also weight bearing because you're bearing weight through your legs. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we're doing that through our arms as well, which isn't something we usually do throughout the day as often as we walk. But that's why that's something that I wanted to cover today for our life skills. So let's get started. We'll go ahead and get started with our table. So we're going to start with right out in front of us. So both hands, we're going to go right out in front of us. Our elbows are nice and tight, but not hyperextended. Still got a tiny bit of bend to them. And what I want you to do is just lean forward just a bit where you're bearing weight through your hands on the coffee table. Again, 30 seconds to 60 seconds. This is not skilled therapy. This is something that you can do at home to make sure you're still getting weight through your upper extremities. If you do have a weaker extremity, you can use your not weak side to hold down that hand if you need it. And if you can get that hand there, but you need help with that elbow, go ahead and put your hand behind where your elbow bends and just keep it in place. So weight bear through that upper extremity. Anything you do is great to do on both sides, even though you may have one side that is stronger than the other. Doing things bilaterally, if you can do it with two hands, is always great. Anything that crosses your midline, which is the center of your body, like we're doing right now, that's great. Or like we do when we move here in a second, going side to side. Anything like that is going to be awesome. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to move to where we're leaning more to our right side. We're holding our hand out there. If you want to, like I said, hold your weaker hand down, you definitely can, with that stronger side. And what we're doing is we're just working a little bit of those different muscles that are still where we're wanting to work in our shoulders and those proximal muscles. But this is just helping to engage ones that don't get as engaged when we're just straight out in front of us. And this is something that you might need to do, be able to reach to the side to get things. Bear weight right here and go reach a glass maybe. So this is just something else that you can do. There are many functional things that can be done and can be achieved more easily through practicing weight bearing. So we can go ahead and move to our other side here, to our left side, and hold that down. Make sure our elbows are nice and tight, and then just push some weight through. So we really want to make sure that hand is nice and flat, that we're pushing weight through. And this is just great for helping those muscles, and it's even has really great benefits for your motor neurons and just getting function back in your upper extremities. That is why our legs do tend to come back to us faster than our arms after an event such as stroke, is because you want to get back to walking, and that means that you're weight bearing on your legs. And since you do that to do almost everything in a day, that usually comes back faster than your arms do, since you're not always bearing weight on your arms throughout the day. It's not always a normal thing to do. So we can go ahead and move back up to the middle. Another thing you can do if you're just sitting at home is you can always do weight bearing on your elbows as well. So leaning forward and just pushing down, making sure you're actually bearing weight through those arms. You can do it on your legs. You could put a lap table down and do it on there. Just remember that these are things that you do throughout the day that you don't even notice. So pushing down and putting weight through this arm when you're reaching up to put something away, that's another way that you're weight bearing throughout your day. Whenever you're, washing the table for dinner, one arm is usually stabilizing, holding that weight, and you're washing down the table for dinner with the other one. And there are just many different ways throughout your day. Washing windows when you're putting weight through that hand and you're moving it, that's dynamic weight bearing. So there are many ways that you do this throughout the day, and I challenge you just to think about the different things you do while you're doing them throughout the day and how you could incorporate weight bearing into them, or how they already have weight bearing in them, and you can just give it a little bit of that extra good form with keeping your elbow nice and straight, having your palm out, and just really bearing weight but keeping a nice posture, staying centered to your midline, keeping your feet flat on the floor if that's how you're sitting. Any of those things is going to be great to just work on that proximal stability, which is going to then strengthen all the muscles out distally. This also helps with fine motor skills. If you're someone who is trying to get those fine motor skills back and you think, okay, well, this has nothing to do with fine motor skills, I'm not doing anything with my fingers, we got to start proximal, which is close to our body, and we got to work our way out, because these are our big muscles and these are our small muscles, and these are going to take a lot longer, but there are ways that we can use our big muscles to strengthen our small muscles. Think about weight bearing throughout your day, even if it's just a couple times a week. Anything helps, anything is great, and you'll be surprised how much you actually do it in a day anyways. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, this was for the American Stroke Foundation. I'm Maddie. It was great to hang out with you today. I hope you have a great day and that you weight bear a little bit every day.